so professional.
Welcome, everybody, to Noon 30 Catch Up with
Jilly.
Amy.
And Tiff.
We're so happy to have you all here with us again.
Thanks for coming back.
Yeah, thanks a lot, really.
My adventure is not in society. I'm taking a page out of your books. And it's hardly an adventure. It was one of those, I was this day old when I learned. Because yesterday, husband comes in with like a little patoing in his hand to get a battery. And I'm like, what are you changing the battery on? The starter on the barbecue. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
The starter on the barbecue needed to have the battery changed. And I'm like, that the whole time is a battery. How is it not setting on fire? How is it not exploding? He's like, well, it's not in the fire. Anyways, did you know that? That a starter takes a battery?
I never thought of it.
Sits inside the button.
I mean, I understood the button did, but you're right. I just know you put in it.
See, in my head, it was like a flint and steel or something that was like click, click.
Like an old-timey rifle.
Right, like rubbing together.
And it would...
Apparently the battery makes the spark.
Yeah, I thought, like, why not utilize the propane that you're cooking the food with to help?
Yeah, but you need a spark to light the
that's where I'm
propane.
this is where I fail in science because I don't.
Yeah, you need a spark.
Anyways.
Cool.
The spark is created with a battery and the button that makes the really loud noise.
Real clicky.
Real clicky.
But that was the news I learned yesterday. And then went down a wormhole of like all the other things that I feel like I should have learned before 41. Like, I mean, it's not ruined my life not knowing because it's always started.
Yeah.
But if it hasn't started, I assume it's propane missing, not the battery on the starter.
That's true. I would never... Now, did it stop making the noise? Hence the clue that it was the battery?
I'm not the cooker. I'm not the barbecuer.
Well, now I'll never know if my battery's good or bad until I guess it stops working, but I wonder if it still makes the noise.
I bet it does.
I'm thinking maybe it doesn't. Otherwise, how would I know it's the starter and not propane?
But if you think of like an old Walkman, the buttons still push. They're still clicking in.
Yeah, it's true. And the tape just would not
It just
continue.
wouldn't turn.
Mm-hmm.
So I think you'll get the click.
I had a sweet Walkman when I went to university.
What color was it?
It was red, of course.
Oh, you have a red one.
I had a purple one.
Ooh, yeah. And loved it. And yeah.
I always liked those ones that were like the yellow,
like the
hardcore
with the black clip.
Yes. Yeah, that was mine.
Oh, they were cool.
Yeah, second one. I think I can't really remember the first one that I shared with my sister. Yeah. But then I got my own.
Did you alternate days, like shared custody?
You get it on every other odd day
I
and
think
weekend.
it was more like when we were in the car sharing it. Like that. It wasn't expected for us to share it in the house, probably. I only really remembered using it a lot in the car. So it's probably when I was allowed. Like when I say allowed, it's like when my sister would be like, yeah, sure. Little sister, I'll give you
I'm done with this anyways.
You can have it now. It's not cool anymore.
I don't want it.
Yeah.
I also had a Discman.
Yes, I had one of those as well.
Never had a Discman. When everyone started getting Discmans, I just kept rocking my tape cassettes.
What was the first tape that you had?
I did a lot of mixtapes. I don't think I bought a lot. I did a lot of my own mixed, just jimmer jam from radio stations and whatever else.
Missing the first 3 seconds because you're running.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Or it has like a commercial just finishing because the start of the song's in the background. Yeah, it was really quality with a K.
A mixtape was a real like token of love. Like if you gave someone a mixtape, you actually put time into that.
Yeah. Shout out Rachel back in high school when we ended up going to different universities. She gave me a mixtape. I still have it, Rachel.
Oh, that's nice.
I still have it.
Nice.
I can't play it. There's nothing I own that plays it.
I have a Discman.
But I got it.
I mean,
do you remember what's on the tape? Because we can get the songs.
No, yeah, because she even wrote all on the outside what song it is, did arts and crafts on it.
Yeah.
Oh, Rachel,
wow.
you're really good.
Yeah, it was really sweet.
Yeah, recently modernized a mixtape for friends of ours who got married and they were going on their honeymoon. So I made them a playlist. So it was like a QR code. Like, here's a gift for you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
But I had also asked them, like, secretly, like, give me some songs that remind you of so-and-so. Give me some songs that remind you of so-and-so. So some time was spent into thought, but it was really easy to just click the button to Add it to the playlist.
That's still a cute idea.
It is. I do enjoy that. And I think I can speak a lot through music.
Yeah.
So.
Because you both asked, my first tape was
Oh my God.
Billy Joel, River of Dreams. So
you know
thanks for
what's
asking.
interesting? I don't understand how people remember this. Like, you remember the first thing you bought with your credit card. You remember your first mixtape. You probably remember so many. I have it's all just a blur of past.
I remember my first CDs,
Jeez.
mostly because I got rooked into a Columbia House pyramid scheme. And like, your first 10 CDs are a penny, and then you owe us your soul.
Yeah. Now everything going forward is $59.99, but you have to buy 6.
And I was 12, so I didn't have $59.99.
No, it was a bit of a scheme.
No, you were just like probably fascinated by the sticker thing. Like, so it came, do you remember that? Like, it was like a big envelope and then all the stickers
you could
of
peel
the
them off
albums you wanted. It was almost like stamps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was stamps. And then you put it on the thing to mail it back. Yeah. Look at the way we got music back in the day.
It really dates us a wee bit.
Sure does.
If you want to hear really dates me?
I can tell you my first tape. It was Right Said Fred. My first CD was Silverchair.
Wow.
Frog Stomp.
So there's some dates for y'all.
That was part of mine too.
People are going to be like, CD.
That was
Anyway.
part of my collection of Columbia House.
Nice.
When today is my anniversary. Been married.
Oh, yes.
23 years.
23,
Yep, got
yeah.
there, maths. When we got married, I have a VHS tape of my marriage. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. A VHS tape of my nuptials. That's
you
where
have a
we were.
VCR?
No, I sure don't.
You know.
I don't care. I was there.
Right. If you really want, you could convert it to
Yeah, you can
DVD.
convert it, but I don't. It's fine.
It's not going to happen.
No, it really won't. But anyway, yeah, VHS,
cute.
everybody. So,
It's cute.
ooh.
Yeah, the things we used to do for enjoyment, like making mixtapes, getting
That's
angry
nice.
at the DJ.
I used to collect stickers and trade
talking.
stickers with my friends.
Oh, do you remember when, like, New Kids on the Block, you would buy the little card packs? Like,
Oh, the collector
Garbage Pail
cards.
Kids,
Yeah.
kind of.
Yeah, collector cards. yeah.
And you would hope that you would get, and then there was like a book that you would try and put them into.
I hated New Kids on the Block.
What?
I did. I was in an anti-New Kids on the Block fan club. There was 4 of us. We were in grade like 4 or 5. And
What did you have against New Kids on the Block?
I don't know, because people loved it so much and everyone loved it. I'm very anti. So apparently I got on that bang wagon.
Did we talk about fan clubs together?
No.
Like, if I want to, so
Wait, like, are you looking for a fan
Yeah,
club?
no,
we
or
have a
You
fan
go,
club.
you go.
Shout out to everyone who loves us. No,
Hi, fan club.
but
You know who you are.
my question is, do people still have a fan club? As an example,
yes,
like,
yeah,
like
yeah,
I
okay.
am the
I'm the
president
treasurer
of the Britney Spears fan club,
I'm sure they do.
or I
Yeah.
am the president. Like,
Yeah.
if someone wants to start a noon 30 podcast
Fan club.
fan club,
Yeah, you can do it. You can have meetups and be social together. You could have a Discord where you talk about why you love us. Yeah,
what
absolutely.
is Discord?
Yeah, sorry. What?
Discord is it means to chat or talk, but Discord online is an actual place you go and it's like
Is
a
it a
chat room,
chat
like a
room?
new chat, yes, a new age kind of chat room. But it's not a chat room. It's like you invite the people you want, or it can be open and people can anyway.
Oh.
Discord.
Well, I
So,
would
like
make
fancy ICQ? Is that what
sure.
you're trying?
Yes, it is the nowadays ICQ.
Well, I would make it open to the public for our fan club. But it was more so like, in this modern world, do fan clubs still exist? Because now there's just the interweb.
Yeah.
And who gets to be the president?
I think
Like,
it's
who
voted
decides?
in.
Is it voted?
Or it's whoever started it, I would imagine. Like if I started the Britney Spears fan club, I would feel like, well, if I started it, I should be president or CEO.
Like the Babysitters Club. Christy started it, so she's president.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my God, what good books.
What did you guys do this week?
Oh, yeah. Jillian, what did you get up to
I
this
just
week?
want to say first, back to the fan club thing. I think we just need to go and find one that actually is still out there and ask
Yeah.
those questions. Like, how did you become the president
Right.
of this?
Well, and what started me thinking about this was when I was reading about celebrities who were getting murdered by their
Oh, yeah, like
Fans.
they're stalkers and stuff.
right, like, I'm your number one fan and now I'm going to kill you
Yeah.
because I can't be with you, so nobody can. And then I was like, shit, we're going to get murdered by our fan club.
I'm not going to lie. At first, when you suggested a fan club, I was like, no, let's not go there because I've already gone down that rabbit hole of
You're worried about being killed by a fan?
maybe.
Well, you just don't want to be in the public eye.
Yeah.
You just don't want the paparazzo chasing you.
I'm
Yeah, it's one of
also,
those things.
like,
I'd never
you
want to
know,
be
we're
super
very
famous.
Low key. Yeah.
I'd rather be rich than famous. Famous is a lot of stress if you go places.
Yeah.
You don't have that private life, you know? So we have to get big, but not too big, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We need to have a group discussion.
She's like, I
Or-
want to be so big.
Or we just turn like original OG Gaga and start wearing half masks and stuff.
Oh, maybe.
We could be like
yeah.
MF Doom.
Oh, yeah, we all get helmets.
Yeah.
I think it's too late for that now because we've already put like our mugs out there.
But we're going to get old. People won't know what happens behind the mask.
So when we go out in public, just look rough.
Already done.
No
That's fair.
problem.
We're
That's
already
every day.
check.
Problema.
All right, so
Every
Jillian,
day. What have I gotten up
what
to?
have you gotten up to?
Recently, daughter was away, so husband and I just went down the street. There was a garage sale happening, and looked like some pretty cool things. So we went to go check it out, and there were a bunch of tables and stuff in the driveway. And it turned out that they had actually opened up the home too, so they were inviting people in to check out some larger furniture items and such. So I had gone to the table where all the tools were and things I assumed would be of interest to the husband to just scope it out. And then we met up later on because we had separated. And he's like, I'm like, hey, did you see any of these tools over here? He's like, nope, I didn't see the tools, but you got to come over here. I've got something you're going to want. Excuse me. So we go over and it's boxes of mason jars.
Yes.
It's so cute that you were both shopping for each other.
Oh, that's love.
Yeah, he listens. Like, he heard me say something probably about mason jars or knows that they are a hot commodity between our home and my sister's home. So whenever he sees a good deal on them, he picks them up. But anyways, so I find these jars and we're looking at them and they're even the ones that have like the glass topper.
Yeah.
So I have to get new rubbers for that glass topper and stuff like that if we can still get them, hopefully. Anyway, so yeah, hit the jackpot on OG like mason jars, made in Canada. It's like etched in the glass, very lovely. Yeah, so it was very cute that I'm like, oh, you don't want to look at any of the tools over here? He's like, no, I saw this and I knew you'd want those. And some of the tools were very just like not really usable, but just very much they wanted to get rid of stuff. And then I also found one of those old school Tupperware containers with like it's a juice container.
Yeah.
I call it the
pitcher.
Freshie.
Yes.
Thing. That was Freshie for us.
I have a Rubbermaid one.
Yeah.
I have
You
that.
still have
The
it?
same
poisons.
OG. Okay, they're not
poisons.
well, I only use them once a year in the summer, and I make Kool-Aid in it. And
like,
I
is that
remember
just
to be
vodka?
a youth with just a little bit of Kool-Aid. Yes,
With
yes,
like
it
a
is.
squirт of that
Yes,
Neo
it is.
stuff in it.
That's what
Oh,
it
I
is now.
hate Neo. It makes my mouth coating weird.
Oh.
But I love that you have one now. What color is it? Sorry,
It's brown.
I
Yep,
haven't
and with a
heard.
white lid.
With a white lid.
with the
So-
little plungy top.
Yes, exact same situation
good.
as the one I had growing up. I use it to put the birdseed in. I was gonna do it for Freshie and stuff like that over the summer, and then I thought, I'm like, no, this cannot be good for.
Yeah, but it can't be like that bad.
It's already inside me. I realized that. Like the microplastics have already happened.
yeah.
Okay, but if I can try to eliminate it now, knowing what I do know about.
But for me,
Plastics, I
I'm more
will.
scared if it's like sits for a long time. To Tiffany's point, if it's vodka and Kool-Aid,
Right,
it's not
it's not
sitting
It's a
gonna be
long.
quick
there a long
drink.
time.
Yeah, like I
Yeah.
could just put a big like straw in that sucker and go to town.
Yeah,
super
not so
drink.
much. Yeah, I wasn't thinking of, oh, I'm gonna use this to put liquid in. It was more like I can use this for the birds.
Nice.
For the birds.
Oh,
That
I
is
can.
for the
That's a
birds.
talk for another day. There's,
Oh.
I like birds. I'm
That's
trying
okay.
to welcome more birds into the yard. So I'm,
Bringing all the girls to the yard.
well, maybe I'm going a little bit overboard with some of the bird stuff, but we'll talk about that another time.
Okay.
Anyway, so yeah, my adventure, really cool. Hit the jackpot with some mason jars. Thank you very much, babe, for listening to me when I'm not directly talking to you and hearing what I need.
Supersonic hearing. Good job.
Supersonic hearing. And yeah, now we're going to be canning up a storm.
I have the best intentions of canning. Like I buy the things, I mean, like most of my projects. And I have like an unopened, easy preservative thing. I'm never going to do it. When it becomes the end of the season, we take all of the tomatoes, shove them in a Ziploc bag and stick them in the freezer and forget about them. Yeah. Yeah. And then I'm like, I'm gonna be. I bought a house in the country. I'm gonna so
canner.
homestead.
I'm
gonna
gonna can and-
preserve the things.
I even have in my basement one of the like a cellar. So if you can stuff, you can put it in the cellar. I have a cellar, never used it.
Also,
not my jam.
Same. Like,
not my jam. Get it? Not my jam.
Huh? Jam is a preservative.
I'm just gonna look over here.
That was a
For
good
those
one.
of you watching on the video, this is my life sometimes.
Most times.
All time.
And yeah.
Did you see anything really weird? Like my favorite thing of going to yard sales or auction or anything is just,
No, there was
Weird.
nothing head scratchy. This was unfortunate. Like the homeowner had passed away, so their family was just needing to get
Move
rid of
things
a
along.
lot of memories.
That's too bad.
Yeah, I did get a really nice quilt too.
That's good.
That's nice.
Anyway, so yeah, yard sailing.
We're gonna have a yard sale.
We are gonna have a yard sale.
We talked about this, and in the one we talked about, we thought it was gone, but then it was bad weather, so it didn't happen.
Yes.
So now it is going to happen, but
We're gonna have a yard sale at the end of
June.
the
end of June.
Sounds
Yeah.
The
sure.
weather is so like a yard sale is a lot of work to set up and then have it rain
Potentially
on
rain, yeah. And it's not so much that like I didn't want to stand out in the rain because I'm not that much of a princess. I'm not afraid of water.
But,
it's
like,
that
people
you don't
will
want
come.
people to like, and you don't want your stuff to get wet,
Yes.
Right.
right? So
It's just you got to get a nice day.
we've got some different. No, what's the word?
Dates.
options.
We have another date, yes, but also we're getting some covers, some like 10 by 10
awning
situations.
Yeah, I got some tent action also.
Yeah, so we're gonna be
Maybe we invite people into the shed.
prepared, rain or shine,
Yes,
hopefully for this
gotcha.
one. So yeah, more details to come on that. But yeah, yard sailing, fun.
Come by our shit.
Yeah,
End of June.
end of June.
What'd you do this week?
So this was the other week, and I had to go, which is really so. If anyone was
Yeah.
listening last week,
episode.
I talked about
Costco
going
boob
to Costco.
squeeze.
Yes,
Yes.
Costco boob squeeze, and they thought it was one adventure. It was not. Costco was one adventure. Boob squeeze is a separate. When I said boob squeeze and I wrote it down, it's because I have to get a mammogram. So for all of you people listening, I'm so sorry my boob squeeze came into this, but it is a funny story. So, well, I think it was amusing. Maybe it was weird. Anyway.
It would have been funnier if it was a guy at Costco squeezing your boobs.
Yes, it would have.
But anyhow.
Maybe funny, maybe not.
So because of my cancer town, I have to go every year, so it's no big deal for me. Sitting in the waiting room, and there's a lady who looks a little stressed, so maybe this is something big for her. Me, I go all the time. This lady looked a little stressed, fine, whatever. And she was kind of 2 chairs away from me. There's a chair between us and a little table. This lady comes in, a petite lady, looked like a normal human, like by outward accounts. She was not normal. She comes in and she looks at the chair between us and the table between us. So she puts her purse and takes off her jacket and puts it on the chair. I'm like, okay, she wants to stand up. That's cool. Like you want to do a little. She then proceeds to do calisthenics.
Oh.
There is stretching. There is bending knee bends. There is like all kinds of things. And then at one point she needs to be up against the wall. She moves the chair and the table out of the way, squishes them to both sides, and she's up against the wall with her like arms stretched up high, bending down to toes. She's doing body twists. Like this lady did. I was there for like half an hour. The whole time she was in movement of something. So I thought, well, maybe she just had a surgery or she needs to stretch. Sure, but read the room.
It was
The
you
lady-
and 2 other people. You and
Her,
one other person.
the lady, that, and then at the other end there was another couple, but they were farther removed, so they probably looked over, but were not quite as
Not
like
in the moment.
intrusive. Like if I had to watch my feet, because her like feet doing, it was just strange. And like the lady who was obviously having a harder time waiting for this mammogram looked kind of stressed, like and anxious. And this lady's just like thrusting around near her, and I'm like, what? Why here? Why?
Huh.
Why?
Was she still in the waiting room when you went in?
No, she wasn't. So, no, yes, she was. So I went in, but when I came out, she was gone. So they must have gathered her. But I'm just like,
Yeah.
and I just like, do I say, like, you know me, I don't really say much other than I glared at her quite a few times. But she was in her own little world, not paying attention, just
Did the nervous lady glare at her, or was she like?
She was more looking like just down at her lap a lot.
Okay, like, is this happening? And I also need to deal with
Right.
whatever's about to happen
Right,
to me.
right. But it
Huh.
was the strangest thing, and I'm like, I don't understand why.
I mean, I love.
Like getting up and stretching's one thing. Like if you're standing, like if even me when I'm sitting there for a while, you'll get up.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure, walk around.
Sure.
Stand at the back of the room.
Do a little, my arm stretch. Sure.
But a workout, like a full-blown class.
Full, like hands on the wall, putting her leg back, doing like stretches with her calves.
How old was she?
Probably 50 something.
Okay, so not like senile.
No,
Okay.
no. And all alone. So she, yeah.
Would it be more awkward if she was doing it with someone there? Like she brought a guest, a partner maybe, they're sitting and she's like doing this workout in front of them?
Yeah, I think that would be weirder because then I would look at that guest, like the person she brought, be like, you need to deal with this.
Right.
You
Why are
need
you
to
not
shut this
stopping?
down.
Could it be that that's their way of getting prepared?
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay, yeah. But literally moving the furniture,
Yeah, that's a bit.
Does this place only do mammograms?
all it is bone density tests and mammograms at the hospital in this waiting room. That's all it is. Bone density, mammograms.
I'm thinking it was, like missed their workout earlier in the day. I'm here now. I've got time to kill. I'm a bit nervous.
I would skip my workout.
Yeah, like I would just sit down like
I
a normal
also
human.
don't have a workout routine. So
And you know what's the worst is I brought a very good book
I'm just trying to be devil's advocate.
that Jillian brought me, a beautiful book that she gave me for my birthday that I'm reading. Yeah,
Oh, right, okay.
Guitar strings.
Yeah, it's weird, eh? Touch that. They're touching my bracelet.
Oh, that is nice though.
Like a guitar string. It feels nice on my fingers.
Yeah, it's weird. It's not what I thought, but this is what came. So what was I saying? Crap on a potato.
You were reading a book.
Okay, so I was reading this great book that Jillian gave me. All I really wanted to do is read the book. I couldn't get into it because my eyes kept focusing on the thrusting and the moving and the arm wagging.
They always focus on the thrusting.
And I'm really sad that usually I could whip through a good few chapters of this. No, I probably finished a page in a bit because every 5 seconds I'd read a bit and then be distracted by Yoga Queen, and it drove me freaking bananas. Anyway, so my adventure in society getting a boob squeeze entailed watching this lady do calisthenics in a waiting room.
That's annoying.
Jeez.
I didn't love it.
That is annoying.
But on a great note, everything came back clear. So
That's good.
Yeah.
I was thinking.
Get out there and get your boobs squeezed, ladies.
Yeah, you should. And gentlemen, if you have a lump, take care of it.
That's fair too. Good point.
Yeah, get it all checked.
Just go get yourself checked out.
Yeah, touch your bits.
Take a day if you need a day.
Take a month.
Take a
Whatever
month.
you need.
Just
That's great sage advice
yeah.
from this
I can
panel
say
of
that, yeah,
professional
yeah.
medical people.
Yeah.
Yep.
Basically.
I have to watch what I'm agreeing to when you're yeah.
Oh my God, it's the D-bag
It's
already.
already time.
Time to D, baby.
It's a good thing Tiffany pays attention to the clock.
Oh yeah, because we be.
Well, and I've
Okay,
honestly
here, I'll
though, of all
D-bag.
of us paying attention to the time, I didn't think it would be Amy.
These are so
not
many.
Amy.
Or
I'm the other one.
There's so much in this
looking at
bag.
Amy. I was looking at Amy and pointing at you. That's why.
You know, it'd be
Oh,
funny.
it's a long one.
Oh.
Oh
What
dear.
would be funny?
Well, there's one that's in here that is reflective of what you just said.
Oh,
So,
that
anyways,
would have been great.
Well,
Yeah,
it would have just been
shite.
so fortuitous.
I'm sorry, I didn't
That's
mean
okay.
to.
No.
It happens.
Okay. Would you rather be able to read minds or be able to predict the future?
Oh,
This comes back to like episode 1
sort of. Yes.
when we were talking about superpowers. Read minds, predict the future.
Do I have to pick one?
Yes, it's a would you rather. With 2 question marks off to the side strangely.
I don't want either of them. But I don't want either of them. Actually.
Whoa.
Okay. Well, read minds was part of my superhero powers, but not to the point where like I can always hear everybody all the time.
You would go insane.
I only want to do it when I need to.
So you don't want Bruce Almighty.
It would be very overwhelming if you could read minds all the time. Like that'd be too much.
Yeah,
You would go crazy.
Fine
Yeah.
now, even just like overhearing, like or the little tidbits of conversations I do hear, like in my travels and everything like that. Like that's enough to.
Okay, so would you
Question
predict the
things.
future?
No, I would still go with the.
Oh,
I want to read minds, but I don't want it to be always on. Like, I turn it on when I want it.
And Tiffany wants neither, but if you had to pick.
I mean, I guess if I could control it with a switch. I don't know. Like, I'll go with the future, but I don't want that all the time. Like, I don't want it to be cycling like the Matrix numbers, like beep, boop, bop, 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 in my face all the time.
Have you seen The Matrix?
No.
Oh, I knew it.
Did I trick you?
I knew it.
Did I
I
trick
knew
you?
it. As soon as she said, I'm like, she's never seen that.
But does that happen? Like, like things going quick on a screen, like X's
they go
and
like
O's?
Yeah, you're
not
not
X and O's,
wrong.
but yes,
It's
zeros and one are binary, not X's and O's. That's
So not
love you
hug,
and
kiss,
hugs.
hug, kiss?
No, but it goes vertical, like up and down,
Yeah,
not
quickly.
horizontal.
Quickly.
Yeah, in that
Yeah.
movie, in
She's
green.
not going to remember.
It's
I've watched the movie and I don't remember.
I like that movie.
Okay, well, anyways, if I had the option to turn it on and off, I would go predict the future. But I would also want it for like, I don't want to know when I'm going to die.
Right.
I don't want to know that person ahead of me in line.
Yeah.
I want to like have winning lottery numbers. Like I want it for greedy, selfish reasons.
Yeah.
Not like I want to impact my day to day because I know that in 3 days I'm going to get in a car accident. That would be, I don't want
Neither of these, there's a lot of downside to both these. You're right. Like if it was all the time, I think both of these would be horrible.
Yeah.
Like these would be torturous to always know it's going to happen or to always hear all the thoughts. If I had to pick, I think it's the future thing only because you might, like if you could turn it on and off, I'd be like, you know, what's the weather tomorrow really going to be? I would use it even for things like that because you can't talk to the weatherman. Yeah. I would be the best weather person in the world.
Oh my gosh, yeah, like so reliable. Like
so reliable.
Yeah.
Because eventually we're all going to get rated on, like we're all going to get ratings. We're going to be walking around. You can see what my star
that was
rating
in,
is. I've seen that in a movie recently.
Yeah, and it was also in a TV show, Robot something.
We're so informative right now.
Right. Anyway, we've decided to, yeah.
It's a tough would you rather.
It is a tough
There are
one.
downsides. I'm curious more of like your aversion to the question. You're like, no.
I don't want either.
Yeah.
I love my life. I love the way I navigate the world. I love conversations with people that I have no idea where they're going. I love the spontaneity of my life. I love the unpredictability of it. So I don't want to be like, knowing right now Jillian's like, what the fuck?
What a crazy lunatic.
Everything she's saying is making me sweat.
Yeah, imagine walking down the street and you're wearing something and someone's like, oh, that's fucking ugly. Like, it would make me self-conscious.
Yeah, but
it
they're
would
saying
make
that with their face.
No, you say that with your face.
Just because you have the face.
I have face subtitles. My face has
I
subtitles.
love that about you.
Well,
Yeah.
I know always what's going on. It's so good.
I've said this recently. If my mouth doesn't say it, my face does.
You are David from Schitt's Creek.
Yes.
Like anytime
I
he's
like it,
perturbed,
yeah.
he's just like,
Yeah.
And I love it.
I do
love
too.
him.
I love it. And if I wore something ugly, I would probably see it on your face and it'd be, oh, that's cool.
I would tell you.
I know. It's so true.
No, I think
Jillian
I'd
would
be
maybe
more
have a
open
bit of
now.
a face. She'd
Yeah.
do a little head tilt, a little bit of eyebrow. This would be like, what are you wearing?
Please change.
Please change. Yeah.
I'm always trying to come from a spot of like, oh, what's happening here?
what you got on?
Tell me about
you
this
feeling?
choice.
Yeah.
No, I'd probably
Yeah.
tell you too. I'm
Yeah, I don't
pretty much like,
Instead of like, what? No. Okay. It depends.
I saw a picture on the interweb soon.
soon. In the future, she's reading the future already.
It happened. I read noon on the board.
Oh, see? Yep.
Oh.
It just happened to me. Looking at Amy and pointing at you, and I called her Amy.
Yeah.
We're all becoming one.
Well, I mean, at many times in our life, we have been mistaken.
Yes.
We don't look alike
No.
other than we have glasses.
Yeah, that's it.
That's where it ends. At one point, we both had short hair.
Yeah.
We're different people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very.
And
Very.
someone will be like, yeah, you told me this. And I'm like, no,
Mhm.
no, I didn't. And they're like, oh, no, that was Amy.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
totally. Yeah, no, that makes sense. But I saw a cartoon on the internet, not soon, but in the past, actually. And it was like two girls talking to each other. And the one girl's like, oh, I feel so fat. And her friend's like, no, girl, you're perfect. I love you. You're so skinny. You look so great today.
Don't lie to your friends.
And then it shows two guys talking to each other, and the guy's like, "Oh, I feel so fat," and his friend's like, "Yeah, man, I know 3 fat people, and you're 2 of them."
Yeah.
And I'm like, why can't we just be? I mean, I'm not going to be like brutally honest,
But don't
or
say,
not brutal, like not to hurt people, but you can be real.
Yes.
Like if I look like I'm wearing a potato sack, I probably am. But you can also be like, hey, maybe cinch the waist on that sack.
Yeah.
That might make it better.
Yeah.
Like I think there's a lot of glossing over things just to like not
have
hurt
any
people's feels.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
Valid.
Yeah. Anyone have an expression session?
Riddle.
A
Ooh,
riddle.
A riddle. Good Lord, we're getting into.
Oh God, brain
Ah.
power.
Okay. Whew.
I've got 2, and I'm not sure which one I'm going to do this one.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. Riddle.
Do I need to write
Riddle
things
me
down?
this.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I feel like I'm back in school.
I don't love riddles.
I love riddles, but I'd never get the answer right.
Admittedly, this was a Temu purchase. It's a Riddle Me This is the game. It's a bunch of different cards. We were trying to do it like as an after dinner activity thing. As you can see, we love it that much.
That it's here now.
Brought it along for podcasting. Anyways,
Now it's
okay.
in the studio.
And now
Here we
we're
go.
stuck with it, Tiffany.
4 fingers and a thumb, yet flesh and blood I have none. What am I?
Fingers.
4
and a
fingers
thumb.
and a thumb, yet flesh and blood
What has fingers, Tiffany? Fingers.
and a thumb.
I gotta focus on the fingers.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I should.
What is a finger when it's not a finger?
Well, I'm trying to think of what else. Like, potatoes have
Potatoes.
eyes.
Potatoes, there's also
Fingerling potatoes, but they don't have a thumb.
Is there
What else has fingers?
thumbling potatoes?
Thumbling. Okay. No blood and no skin.
No
Hold on.
flesh.
Fingers.
No flesh and blood. Yeah.
No bleeding.
But what else has a thumb?
I'm
Not a
thinking
creature.
about animals.
I know, me too. Fingers. I'm trying to think of like vegetables. Is anything
someone
have
at
fingers?
home is yelling it out. They're like,
Oh my
why
God.
are you
Why
so
are you
dumb?
so dumb? It's a potato sack from a distant land.
Yeah.
I have 2 people in my mind right now that might be yelling at the
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Maybe
However you're listening.
This is tricky.
Fingers.
Okay, I feel like fingers.
Let me know if I need to read it again.
I
No,
don't think that's going to
I'll
help
be
me.
over here doing this.
Do you know that Amy and Jillian both have old lady palms?
Yeah, we really do. They have a
I've
billion.
lived so many lives, according to my hippie, our teacher.
But yeah, like
I have grandma hands, as my
both
grandma
of your
always said.
palms have remained the same
Yeah.
in the 20 years of my knowing you.
Yeah.
When we're old, though, we know what our hands are going to look like.
Yeah.
We're already there.
Fingers.
Finger, thumb. 4 fingers and a thumb. It's a hand print. Handprint. Handprint?
That's true.
It is not a hand.
It is a handprint,
Oh
though.
my gosh.
Has 4
you could
fingers and a
totally-
thumb,
yeah,
and it
okay,
has no blood in
okay.
that.
Amy outsmarted the game. The answer is a glove.
Okay.
Oh.
However, I
Yours
will
is an
accept
acceptable
handprint
answer.
Yeah.
because,
Handprints.
mind you, though,
Has
no,
4
I'm
fingers
gonna
and a
accept
thumb.
it. I'm gonna accept it
Yeah.
as that because you the way you logically figured it out. That's fine. But yes, the answer on the card.
We're
is a
wrong,
glove.
though.
A glove.
According to Riddle Me This,
Okay. Okay.
you're wrong.
I'm ready.
but
Now I
you're
want
not
you to
wrong.
just keep giving them to me, and I'm just going to make them all wrong.
Well, we can't keep giving it to
No,
you
that's
today.
it. Yeah,
Not
that's
today.
it.
Time
You
is
gotta
up.
stop.
All right.
It's been a treat. It's been a
Always,
pleasure.
always.
Our candy container is expanding, so there's lots of treats.
Yeah, now we
just
have a
like
table.
you. You're both treats.
Thank you. I think you're a treat too.
I think today we were for everyone. Like, I know we say we're not for everyone, but we might just be
Might
for
have
you.
been. Might
But
have been.
today we were really for everyone. So tell all your friends.
Yep.
Yep.
Tell your dentist. Tell your neighborhood grocer.
Yep.
Yeah.
Your barista.
Yeah. Why not?
Lola.
Anybody you think might get a little kick, you know.
Hope you all have a super duper week.
Mm-hmm.
Care for you deeply. Rate us, review us, find us online, send us emails, send us topic ideas for the D-Bag.
Yeah.
Bag of food.
And we will talk to you next week.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.